Brain training for dogs review, does it really work? Hi, my name's Rachel Summers, and I'm a proud parent of my golden retriever, Bella, and border collie, Trixie. Today I'll be reviewing the brain training for dogs course that I have personally purchased and tested with a 6-month golden retriever. I hope that by the end of reading this post, you will easily be able to make a clear decision on whether this course is for you. By no means am I a professional like the other online claim to be. Nope. I'm just a regular person like you, that was looking for a way to sort out my dog's behavior. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Let's get into what you came for. The reason I purchased this course: when I first got my dog Bella, she was a complete nightmare. I'm sorry to say, but her behavior was just terrible. She would run down the street, fight other dogs, and chew up just about everything around the house. To make things worse, I had my husband in my ear telling me that we would need to get rid of her, as it was more hassle than it's worth. Havoc would be an understatement. I'm pretty much sure that things were a little more severe with my dog than you would usually expect with a 6-month golden retriever. Anyhow, it's the very thing that led me into looking for a fix, which leads me onto the next point of how I came across this course. Brain training for dogs review. How I came across this: first thing I did was like any normal parent would do, I phoned up local dog trainers and consultants to see what kind of services they offered. Which didn't work out well at all, as the prices they were coming out with were absolutely horrendous. I mean, how can you charge over $500 to $1,000 to train a dog? Hey ho, that's my opinion, and I guess others who can afford it would happily pay it. That led me to phone up a few friends and asking where I could potentially get some help for cheaper. And the same thing kept coming up every time: why don't you try online? So I did, and that's what led me to find this course, as I read a few blogs that suggested it, so I decided to take the plunge and test it out. Who created this course? Before I bought the course, I did do a little digging to find out who this trainer was, but I didn't really see much. Supposedly, Shay, very highly reputable dog trainer, as the reviews I did see recommended her a credible source. Her name is Adrienne Farricelli, and she's also in a few commercial publications, so I'm sure you'll find some info on her if you dig a little harder than me. Either way, she has over 10 years of experience and is well known for her teaching too. So this was another reason in helping me trust that the info inside would be half decent. Brain training for dogs members homepage. What to expect: once you make the purchase for the course, you're then taken through to a sales page where they try to sell you another 2 offers that I honestly didn't take up. Maybe they're good, maybe not, who knows. The sales page looks nice and tidy and shares a ton of info on what you can expect inside. You can see more on that here. Anyway, once you purchase the product, you'll receive an email with links to the online videos and PDF downloadables. That's it really. Brain training for dogs behavior problems section. So after buying the course, I quickly got stuck into the section that covered bad behavior and overexcitement. There were techniques that involved using positive reinforcement to help calm your dog down when they're hyper. I tested it out for a few days and noticed a slight improvement. But it wasn't until I got stuck into the later stages of the course that I really saw anything significant. Just below are a few games that you get to. I personally only tied the ball pit game, which was pretty fun as Bella enjoyed it too. Here are the 3 games you get. The treasure hunt game, that gets your dog back to his evolutionary roots and relieves the boredom that leads to so many problem behaviors. The muffin game, to keep your dog mentally stimulated and out of trouble. The ball pit game, to drain your dog's energy and make him easier to work with, all while they have a ton of fun and exercise. One thing I did really like about his course was the fact that the info wasn't super hard to pick up on. It's pretty much simple all the way through, so there are no real restrictions on what you can try. All the modules are split into school years, so they go through the motions of high school, college, graduation, etc. And, as you go through each one, it's designed to get a little more difficult and intense with the training methods. Format of the course. One thing I really liked about the course was the way that each training lesson leads to the next. It makes it super easy to pick up where you left off, and it also helps you progress accordingly with the training too. Each of the modules starts with an introduction page that explains what to expect inside and includes a few links to each lesson. It's easy to navigate too, as there are a few forward and back buttons at the bottom of the page, so you can quickly get from one video to the next. Image result for Adrienne Farricelli. Is the info inside actually good? To be quite frank, I was surprised at how easy the info was to consume. There's tons of help inside, as you get these little menu bars that help you navigate the site. And the books are laid out pretty well too, as it's all sectioned into particular areas of problematic behavior. Overall, it gives it a thumbs up for how everything was laid out and easy to digest. And it's not a bunch of fluff, as you can clearly tell that some level of effort was put into the information that you get inside. Talking of that, I might as well get into what you can expect in the modules next. What's inside? Brain Training 1. I'll tell you now. If you end up buying this course, then you are guaranteed to not fall short of information. There's literally tons and tons of info, which can be a little bit of a drawback as you'll never really find the time to get through it. Here's a bulleted list of what you get, taken from course page. 6 modules of videos, ranging from preschool to elementary school to high school to college to university and to graduation. 7 trick training videos including take a bow, cover his eyes, dance, shake hands, how, play dead and roll over. Obedience training 101, which includes using food to lure and train your dog to complete your commands, the critical element needed to get your dog to lie down or move items, key strategies for getting your dog to stay here, come to you and listen to your every command. Wait for it, and there's more. Dog training science and techniques, gentle force 3 techniques only, best dog mental stimulation, toys, brainteaser games, troubleshooting segments of the course, video demonstrations of the dog training games. As I said earlier, one thing you are not short of in the course is information. It's literally a silly amount of information, which in some cases can affect the quality of a product. I'll let you make that decision for yourself though, so here are a few pros and cons. Pros and cons. Pros. Tons of information inside, inexpensive, can discuss issues. The problem is you can't find answers to the inside of the course, meaning that you are never tied down to anything indefinitely. Karma, you can come and go as you please, simple to follow and step by step you get to train your dog yourself. Cons. Some of the info was very generic, walks in the park, toys, etc. The text was small on the bonus content, but I have bad eyes and the bonus content is only there as a nice to have. Do I recommend this course? My answer to this would be yes, if you're experiencing problems with your dog's behavior or simply looking for some new ways to increase your dog's mental stimulation at home. Then yes, this is a great course to get started with. You can do it from home and there's no ongoing costs or commitment to anything. It's a no-brainer really, and because it's under $50, you can be sure you'll get your money's worth, and then some too. Here's a quick video of the trainer demonstrating a game with a Rottweiler. My experience. Look, it's not like everything has completely changed and my dog is a complete angel now. No, that would be unrealistic. However, in regard to all the problems that I mentioned earlier in this post, yes, the course near enough fixed it. My dog now doesn't chew up our shoes and she's relatively good when we take long walks too. But it's still a work in progress and it will be interesting to see how she gets on over the next few months. The most important part for me is the fact that I no longer have my husband nagging in my ears, as our dog is now a lot better than before. So it's helped with our home life, etc., as he's a lot happier now too. Conclusion: by reading this review you should clearly now know whether this course is something that you want to try out for you and your dog. The information comes in vast amounts and it's taught by what appears to be a credible online dog trainer. I've heard of other courses that are similar to this, so it will be interesting to see how they each perform when placed side by side. Maybe I'll do a comparison on that later down the road. Who knows? For now, I hope you enjoyed the read and wish you the best of luck.